Now we will take real life examples of currency devaluation and currency depreciation. Firstly, real life example of currency devaluation. Argentina was facing a very severe economic crisis between Argentina was facing severe economic crisis between 1998 to 2002. There was high inflation, economic performance of the country was not good, and Argentina was also following the fixed exchange rate system between their currency peso, PESO, and US dollar. Fixed exchange rate system was following. But in 2012, the Argentina government devalued its currency and it abandoned the policy of fixed exchange rate of peso versus US dollar, and it devalued the value of its currency peso by about 70%. That is, the people or the residents of Argentina will have to pay more of their domestic currency to buy one US dollar. It was having very positive and negative impacts. Now, there were some short-term benefits of this devaluation. When the currency devalued, the exports became cheaper for the foreigners. So it helped the exports in increasing exports from Argentina. Domestic tourism thrived because the residents of Argentina were not in a position to afford outbound tourism. They were not in a position to make frequent traveling abroad because the foreign tourism had now become more costlier because the value of their currency has devalued. Now, the currency devaluation also had some long-term challenges. When the value of the currency has devalued, that is the value of peso, the currency of Argentina had devalued, the value of the currency had decreased by the government order, it reduced the purchasing power of the Argentina people. When the purchasing power decreased, it resulted into high inflation. There was social unrest. There were protests in the country. The debt burden of the country had also increased because the value of peso has decreased. So, if the Argentina government had taken the loan in foreign currencies, they will have to shell out more in their domestic currency to purchase the foreign currencies and to repay that debt. So, the currency devaluation is a double-edged sword. One side, it has some short-term benefits. On the other hand, it also poses certain negative impacts. So, any government should use currency devaluation with proper calculation and proper management. Now we will understand the example of currency depreciation, real life example. You have might heard about the Brexit vote 2016. UK was a part of European Union before this year. The UK government decided to have a referendum in 2016 to decide whether it should remain the part of European Union or should leave out of that European Union. The result of that Brexit vote was that 52% of the people, of the voters, decided or voted that they should leave European Union. about 48% of the people or the voters decided that they should remain in the European Union. That is, by a thin majority, the UK voters decided to leave the European Union. This is the Brexit vote. Due to this decision of the UK people that they should not remain in the European Union, they should not remain in the European Union, they should leave the European Union, the value of the British pound decreased. There was a very enormous single day fall when the result of Brexit vote was out, and the value of British pound depreciated lot in the coming months also. Due to reduction in the value of domestic currency of UK, it make the imported goods more costlier for the British people. Why the currency depreciated? Because the investors or the general public abroad or the investors were worried about the economic position of the UK after leaving the European Union. What will be the economic position of UK in future when it will not remain the part of European Union? Whether it will be in a position to manage the international trade effectively, whether the economic performance of UK will be proper, what will be its economic relationship with the rest of the world and particularly the European Union. So when the UK decided to remain out of European Union, the value of its currency depreciated, and the process of depreciation of the currency of British pound continued for many months, and it increased the import value, or it makes the import of goods costlier for the UK people. There were also some industries in UK which were heavily dependent on the imported raw material. So it also increased the expenses or the production costs of those industries and reduced their profitability. So you have learnt from these examples that the currency devaluation and currency depreciation has their own impacts on consumers or the businesses as a whole. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.